Miami-Dade College volleyball team. We have Luisa Melanie, Anna Tevdorazzi, and Alex Koleva. So, girls, welcome to the shop. This is the first time. You guys are the first females that have been on Barbershop Talk. I've been wanting to do that, so here we are. Welcome to the shop.
The movement is going.
Yeah, for sure. So, first question I want to ask the three of you. How did you guys get into volleyball?
I got into volleyball because I was always the tallest one. And people look at me and they're like, "You're tall." And I was like, "Yeah, I'm tall. You should play volleyball." I was like, "Nah." And then after a while, I got an opportunity in Brazil. And my dad kind of pushed me into it. I was like, "I don't want." He was like, "You want?" And then that's how, mostly like everyone that's tall is like that.
I was the tallest one in the class and in the school. So the volleyball coach was chasing me for real and calling my parents to get her in a volleyball club, and then I decided.
For your surprise, I was the tallest also.
No way.
I haven't grown up since I was 13. I kind of was the same height when I was 13, so everybody was shorter. But basically, it's because my dad was a volleyball player, my mom was a basketball player, and they were like, "You have to choose." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna choose volleyball, I guess." And then I started liking it, and now I love it.
Wait, how tall are you now?
5'9".
It's pretty short.
Pretty short.
Don't say that to her. She's gonna get. She started crying right now.
I'm almost 6.
I know. The first thing I said when I walked in, why are you guys so tall? She's like, "Yeah, I know."
It's just not.
Would you guys say, in your respective countries, if you guys don't know, Luisa's from Brazil, Anna's from the country of Georgia, and Alex is from Bulgaria. Would you guys say there is a big volleyball culture or presence in your respective countries?
I would say yes, because we don't have much sports, but volleyball is kind of good. So
Yeah, female volleyball in Brazil is huge. So we have pretty good pro league, and it's huge. We have a lot of presence.
The good thing is we're starting now. We have a really good girls younger than me, so they're playing good. I hope it will be better.
What would you say, for the three of you, has been the most difficult challenge coming to the United States from your respective countries?
I would say changing my attitude, because I'm just really stubborn, and I like to do whatever I want. And when I came here, I realized that I can't really, so I had to be like, "Yes, sir." It was really hard for me, but
For me, it was getting used to this schedule, because in Brazil we played all year long, and in here we play 3 months, and that's it. Yeah, and in Brazil you have all the preparation. You have a month or two to prepare yourself and start. The practice are different. So I think that was the hardest part about volleyball, in here.
Absolutely, it's so, I don't know, so crazy. Just 3 months of season and then off with the rest 9 months. I don't like it.
Yeah, me neither.
That's a thing.
they need to change it.
Yeah.
It should. It's
Yeah.
actually the same thing for I think majority of the sports here. You play the same thing with soccer. You play from August to December, and then that's it. You don't play till the next August.
Yeah, and then we play scrimmage, but it's not the same feeling,
It's not.
And we have 3 or 2 games in the same week, which is crazy.
Yeah,
There's no rest.
it's a lot in so little time.
Yeah. I remember you guys during this season, there's games that you had maybe probably twice or even 3 times at max during the week. It was usually Tuesday or Saturday.
Saturday,
Yeah. So would you say there is a difference between volleyball in the United States and in your respective countries?
Definitely.
For sure.
What do you think the difference is?
Firstly, here the libero can serve.
Yeah.
So
I was in shock when the libero got the ball and goes serve. I was like, what's going on?
What are you doing?
You're not supposed to go back there. No, when the ball touches the TV.
Yeah.
One time we were waiting like that, and we were like, "What's going on? Is the ball gonna drop?"
It took 5-10 seconds.
More.
And
It was
the referee
30
is still waiting for the ball to come down.
No, it was funny. We were all like,
Are you gonna?
That happened to me this season because, the scoreboard, the scoreboard in Miami-Dade is kind of, it's not super high, but it's kind of low.
Yeah.
I think someone hit the ball and it hit the scoreboard, and I was like, I
Yes.
was looking, when was it come down? And then it's in volleyball, it's fair play, right? Like if it
Yes.
hits the scoreboard, that's not fair.
It's not.
Because like sometimes when that happened, like you guys were expecting it to go one place and it was like all the way over there.
Definitely, yeah. And it kind of like in Brazil, if you touch anything else other than the court, you just like the point is to the other team.
Yeah.
Like,
Whatever it touches, yeah.
yeah, so it was really weird. The first time it touched it, I think someone, I don't remember, but I was in shock the first time that I saw it because when I came here, I didn't know.
Yeah, me neither.
And I was like, what? I knew that the libero served, but I didn't know that the ball could touch it and continue. So I was like, and Kiko was like, continue. I was like, continue, what?
I was like, God damn it, okay, let's move on.
Yes, exactly.
I remember I was a coach, and the libero served. I was like, what's going on? And then ball touched the ceiling.
And you're like, what's going on?
I mean, wow. And
Yeah.
also it's bad to, you can't follow the ball to the end. For example, you can't cross the net to get a
Oh,
ball.
Yeah, it
After
can touch
defense.
the like literally the wall, but you can
Yeah.
you can cross the other court to get the ball.
there is big difference.
There is.
Would you say the talent is much more competitive?
I would say that there are a lot of people, but kind of the same.
The same?
Yeah. There are a lot of people, so you can find the talented girls.
Yeah, we have pretty good teams in the United States because there's like 300. I don't know, there's a lot of
300, yeah.
teams.
Yes.
But in Brazil, we don't have that much, but we have more concentrated. So when you play, every single game is a hard game. You know,
Definitely.
and here is more spread. You know, you're gonna have tough games like in states and nationals. You know, not every single game is like a hard game.
Have you played beach volleyball in Brazil?
Yes, but not
I had to ask you
officially.
that.
It was like this past summer I started practicing a little bit, like just to touch the ball and everything, and I love it. It's amazing.
So if MDC made a beach volleyball team,
I'm down.
I'm down. I don't know how to play, but I'll be willing to
I
learn.
know.
It's fun.
It's so much fun because you're always touching the ball. You're always doing something. Like for me and Alex, we're setters, so we touch the ball every time. But for Anna, sometimes she passed like entire point without touching the ball. So
Yeah.
it probably it sucks, right?
Yes. In beach
Yeah.
volleyball, is everything up to you. And
Yeah.
in indoor volleyball, you're 6 on the court, so.
yeah, I think it's doubles, right? You can do doubles in beach volleyball.
Yeah.
It was just you and another teammate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so like at FIU, when I was at FIU, it was usually like the indoor volleyball team was the same team for beach volleyball. It just used the same players.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie to you, volleyball is my weakest sport. Like when I first started FIU, like you're gonna commentate volleyball. I was like, sure, I'll do it. Like I wasn't gonna say no. I literally went home and went to YouTube and I started like watching videos about volleyball so I can actually know what I was talking about. But from a commentating perspective, it's kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. To commentate volleyball, it's kind of difficult.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of rules and
It's just like a lot of things are happening.
at the same
Yeah.
time.
You don't
Yeah.
have time
You
to
don't have
think.
the time to like say every single thing that is happening. You know what I mean?
I was literally gonna go to the bookstore and get like a book of how to learn volleyball for dummies because I never like growing up I never played volleyball. It was just soccer, like you guys said when we were talking off camera, like soccer, basketball,
Yeah.
football.
It's kind of
baseball.
hard. You need a net, you know.
Yeah, you just
You
can't.
can't do it by yourself. If you're gonna do it by yourself, you're gonna do it with the wall, but it's not the same. Like
Yeah. Well, you can do it Miami style, which is you get two palm trees together and you call the palm trees like, and that's it.
Yeah.
You just play with the palm
Yeah.
trees.
but it's a nice sport.
Yeah, I love it.
It's my favorite one. You know? Really.
Maybe that's why you play volleyball.
So Alex, let's go to you. You were in Texas before this, and then now you're in Miami. You finished your chapter in Miami, and what's next? What's next for you?
I don't know yet. I hope something very good, but no
I'm
idea.
not gonna lie. I was watching. So most of us got the ESPN like Plus subscription to be able to watch you guys in the national tournament. And there was times where like I was watching the game and I'd see you. Like there was a time where you were about to serve, and I was like looking down my phone. I was on Twitter and I look up and all I saw was you dancing in the middle of the screen. And I'm like,
oh my God.
I'm like, what is she doing?
No, you have no idea. I was having so much fun looking at you guys playing. Like the way they were celebrating in nationals.
It was fun. I was really having fun this
Yeah,
tournament.
that's why we made the final.
I hope you know that you were on national television and everybody saw that.
Maybe they're gonna take me in the dance team now.
Yeah, now you can have double scholarship.
Oh my god.
So, and for Luisa, you had an injury. And 2 injuries. And that put you into a role where you had to be kind of, which is something I admired from watching you. You were in a coach, like almost in a coach role.
Yeah, sure.
And how did you navigate that, like from getting your 2 injuries and then having to be kind of in a coach role? Like, how did you navigate that, like mentally? I'm sure it's not easy.
Yeah, it wasn't easy. I kind of have like some time to practice last season as well because I broke my hand last season. So I knew a little bit how to be away, but it wasn't easy at all. But I understand that even though I'm not gonna be there playing, I can really help them, even though it's only cheering or giving her some advices, because it's like I'm already out. So if I'm not gonna be helpful inside of the court, I have to manage my way to be helpful outside of the court, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's still on the team.
And she really was helpful.
Yeah, but it was, I try to like fake it until you make it, like
Well, you did a good job because there was times I was like on the other side and I saw you with the clipboard and I saw you had your glasses on. You were like,
oh my God, that was amazing. You did that. It was amazing. Like you fake it until you make it. At some point, she was asking me. She was like, "I'm gonna look at you." I was like, "Okay, okay."
No, I was like, tell me what to do.
But it was nice. I mean, I have fun.
your time in Miami is also up. What is next for you?
That's a really good question that I would love to know the answer, but I don't. I hope good things are coming. I believe so because everyone in this team deserves really good things. But I still don't know. Like since I've redshirted, I don't know if I'm gonna stay one more year because of COVID. The portal is insane, so we don't know if we're gonna find scholarships. And if we find good scholarships, I don't want to go somewhere just to go. I want to go to a good place. So either I'm gonna stay or go to another junior college, or I would go to university. I don't know yet where, but
I think you should give it one more chance in Miami. You should give it one more chance in Miami.
let's see how it goes.
Now, Anna, you have one more year left in Miami-Dade. And there was I'm not gonna lie, there was a part in the national championship that got me kind of emotional because I don't know what it was. It was some sort of injury. I was trying to figure out what happened, but it was some sort of injury and then you get subbed off right before the match ended. And you go to the bench, and when you go to the bench, like you started breaking down in tears. That was also on national television, by the way.
Oh my God, the whole America is so hard. I was crying. Thank you.
Send them a kiss.
That got to me because from playing soccer and like through high school and stuff like that, I made state championship, but the year before we lost. I understand like what it takes and like what you go through in that moment. Like in that specific moment when you get subbed off, you go to the bench. What was going through your mind?
First of all, before final game, I got sick. And I was so dizzy during the game, I was lost. Finally, then I woke up and started playing, and in the last set, I dropped my elbow on the floor so hard, and I was crying because of that. And I was crying because I subbed out, so I can't help the team anymore. So it was just emotions. It was so sad. I was crying the whole night. So after that, I just thought that it was just one game, and I have second chance. I have one more year, so I will come back.
So it wasn't your eye, because there was like a moment where you were sitting on the floor for it was like 10 minutes, and you kept going to your eye. And for a second, I I don't know, did her contact fall off or like,
Oh.
I don't know what it was. Wait, she was like this for like 20 minutes and then like, they were looking at her eye.
She
It
got
was
it.
twice.
Twice.
Out of 3 days, I got hit in my eyes twice.
You have to learn how to block, girl.
I jumped so much,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why.
that's
I
the
put my head
reason.
over the net, so I got hit. It was so painful.
It happened to me also because I jumped so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so painful. I got ice then, and my eye was swollen. It was so painful.
Yeah, and that was right before you got subbed off, so I thought something had happened to your eye.
It was like mixture of things, not the best day for her.
Yeah.
So you guys made the state championship and you made the national championship, which congratulations to you guys because the commentator that was commentating throughout the national tournament, you guys entered I think as like it was the 6th seed I think.
Yeah.
No one thought that you guys were gonna make it where you went as the 6th seed.
Who put us as a 6th seed? We were
When we, when we first came, to be honest, when we first came, I thought that no other team were better than us. Like we had only us and 2 more. Like that we were going to have a really good competition. Because when we played the other teams in the beginning of the season, we had Kiara sick. We had both of our middles sick. We didn't have like Esgi, Bea. We didn't have much of our players. She played at the middle, so they put us as a like 6th seed because
the season was crazy. Just
The beginning was crazy. Then most of the players were out, so
And
we lost some
we
games.
had like Luisa out for the whole season, the libero for that half season. Like, It was a tough season for us.
But when we got there, not only all of the players were good to play, but like, I don't know what happened in States. When I met them after States, I was like, what the hell happened here? They were a completely different team. The energy was different. Everyone loved everyone like so badly. Everyone was willing to do everything for everyone.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. That's the main point how we got to the final. Like,
Yeah, you can tell it was just like you guys as a group together. The togetherness is what got you guys
definitely.
there. And like I said, I was listening to the commentary like throughout the games, and they were like, "Oh, this is the one. This is the one that's gonna be very tough for them." And then there you go. It was like 3-0. And I'm like, this seemed very easy for them. I don't know what this guy's talking about. And yeah, same thing. Like, why were you guys the 6th seed when they were doing like the whole like selection show? And you guys, I was like, oh, they're gonna be the next one. They're gonna be number 2. And then it was 3, and I was like, okay, 4. And like, okay, 5, 6. But then, yeah, no one thought that you guys were going to get there. And I think for us, like here in Miami, you guys made us immensely proud. My parents got emotionally invested into this. Like, because I had like ESPN Plus on the TV. And at first it was my mom. Like, she's there like folding clothes and she's like, who's winning? And then after a while, my dad's like, nah, I don't understand volleyball. And then when you guys started winning, I kept saying, I was like, hey, they're winning. And then literally he sits on the couch like after dinner, he's like, this is pretty entertaining.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
Yeah, so everyone got like really emotionally invested. And I think in that last match, it was Florida Southwestern.
Yes.
You guys fought tooth and nail to the end, even though it was 3-1.
Yeah, it was 3-1.
People will see that scoreline and be like, oh, it was 3-1, but you really had to see the match to be able to understand. Like, they won, but it wasn't easy for them. They really had to
It
fight.
wasn't that we gave them the winning, like we gave them the victory. We literally, they deserve it, you know, like they fought for it. And also we make their lives harder, for sure.
Oh, no, every point for them was hard.
Yeah.
Literally, I was like, man, these people just don't go away. They don't go away. But yeah, congratulations to you guys. I mean, being number 2 in the entire country is not something to take lightly. That's an absolutely like an amazing accomplishment. And to finish off with your question, you have one more season. What's the goal for next year?
Being national champion. I don't care.
Of course.
Getting that
Alex
ring.
will be cheering.
Yeah.
Also, the All-American that she deserves. I
Oh
don't know
my
who
God.
made them.
Yes, I saw that.
Oh my God, me and Alex, we were so mad.
And, like I just opened and I was like, where is Anna? Like, What is that?
They should at least, if they didn't want to give her All-American first team,
At
they could have given her
least,
second
yeah,
team.
At least.
Yes.
At least.
And even honorable mention. No, they didn't put her at all.
It was.
Yeah.
But because I was sure. I was sure that Romina and her would get.
Yeah, me
I was
Yeah.
100%. And when we came out, it was, congratulations to Romina, by the way. She did an amazing season.
She did.
But also you did. So, I was kind of mad.
Yeah, it was them
Yeah.
two that pushed the whole team to that.
Yeah, I didn't understand that. I was expecting the same thing. And when I saw the list, I was like, this is bull.
Yeah.
So I will get next year. Don't worry, guys.
But
You
yeah,
better
one more-
get MVP
Yeah.
next season, bro.
You better.
Yeah, I will work it out.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, now we're going to have some fun questions.
Okay.
What is the dumbest way that you have been injured playing volleyball before? If there has been a dumb way you've gotten injured. The eye?
For her.
I got hit twice in my eyes
Wow.
during the
Well,
vlog.
it's such an injury. She was out for a while.
Okay.
I think all of my injuries were like serious injuries, so I don't think I had a dumb one. I think that trusting Kiko to hit on block for me, maybe it was a dumb decision. Who knows?
Alex, you
What
have
about
one?
you, Alex?
I never been injured really. I mean, one time the middle hit me and it was like pretty bad, but I don't think that's an injury.
You know what? I have to, before I ask the second question, I have to ask you guys. Is there such thing like in the middle of a volleyball game of you guys talking crap to the other team? Because like I feel, at least here in the United States, like whether it's football, basketball, baseball, like we're always chirping back and forth with the other team, saying some crap.
Especially if they don't know your language.
Yes, in English we can't do that because they
Yeah.
will give a card, you know. But I mean, in Portuguese, when we are celebrating, we talk a lot of shit, you know.
Yeah, I've heard it.
But not like in face to face, just on my own language. If I'm sure there's no Brazilian there.
No, it gets pretty. We had a football player last time that did this. He plays for FIU, and I asked him the same question, like, what's the craziest thing that someone's ever told you on the field? And he was like, oh, it was last week in our last game. I made a tackle, and the guy gets up, and he goes, your mom's a bitch, I hope she dies. And then he was like, he went back to the sideline, he told his coach, he's like, because it was a rivalry game, it was their rival. And he's like, do they talk like this in this rivalry? He's like, yeah, they get pretty serious about it. And that's just how they talk to each other.
In volleyball, you don't need the words, just the face, like.
Yes, because we're a woman.
Oh my God, yeah, that's
Because we're a
true.
woman, there's a lot of
Yeah.
faces going on, and we take seriously. It's like if someone blocks you and look at you like this, bro.
I'm not gonna lie, there was one game I thought I was gonna get in trouble because sometimes like that line judge, I don't know what he's looking at, but sometimes like the ball is totally out of bounds and he calls it in and the ball came to, I don't know, it got deflected or whatever and it was coming to me and I told him, I was like, I don't know what you're looking at. And then he asked for the ball and I kicked it at him. And then he didn't say anything, he just looked at me and then I was like, oh shit, I remember I work here.
Yes, because you're like not from the team, like you're not in the team, so you can do whatever. But if it was us, against FSW, there was a ball, like stupid ball going on. I was being a coach, as you told that I was doing this season. I literally went inside of the court and started screaming to the other team. And then their coach knows me, like she's Brazilian. And she was like talking to the referee, like, she came here. And I was like, I thought we were friends.
I love fighting against referees.
Yes, it's
I
fun.
love it. Yeah.
I don't.
If they, oh,
But you know what? If I was a referee, if I had to give some sort of foul or penalty for excessive celebrating,
Definitely. Bro, she sometimes, even
She's doing
it's
stupid.
not only on court. Sometimes at home, we're like, bro,
100%. I would say for me, the weirdest, I have an injury right now, actually. I have a fractured toe. And what's weird about it is that it's the same toe again. It's happened the second time.
That's not weird.
Again.
It's gonna be weird if it's the other one.
I would think, why is it? I would think it's not weird if it was the other one.
Yeah, because they say once you break a bone, it gets stronger. They say that.
No.
Because it gets
Never heard of it.
thicker. I heard about it. I don't know if it's true.
It's keep falling.
Thank you.
I don't know why. I'm trying.
You can teach him how to speak your language, so that he can, or say the bad words in your language, so when he gets mad, he doesn't get fouled.
Yeah.
And he just speaks in Bulgaria.
Exactly.
No, Portuguese they would in Miami they would understand. It's kind of the same as Spanish.
I'm gonna teach you a Georgian one. Don't worry.
No, you have to choke literally to talk Georgian.
Can you
It's
say
really
more
hard.
See?
Yes.
Yes.
Because they
Just-
have
just
like
listen. Like it's like
don't die.
Yeah, she literally just said that. I was like, so yeah, I would think that it would have been like, you know how they say lightning never strikes twice in the same spot? It happened in the same spot again. And the way it happened was I was playing soccer. I went to go kick the ball, and someone came to kick at the same time, and we both kicked the ball at the same time. I didn't feel it in the moment because of adrenaline. 5 minutes later, I get the ball, and I pass it, and once I put my foot down, I was like, something is not okay in my shoe right now. And then, like, I took it off, and it was, like, purple, and I was like, I gotta go to the doctor. But yeah, second question, what is the weirdest thing you have ever eaten?
eaten.
When I was little, I went to Canada, and in museums, like I ate like insects, you know, the insects.
I was eating the live.
Yeah,
I was eating the live insects. when I
live.
was- Yes. In my village, yes.
Okay,
The
that's
ants.
I've never done that.
Why would you do
I
that?
don't know. I was a kid.
Oh, it was like, oh my God, let me eat this without anyone knowing.
And it was kind of sour.
I don't want to know, honestly. I don't want to know.
Going too far. We're gonna edit this out. Going too far.
People are gonna start eating things.
Yeah. Please don't.
Like the next school that she goes to, when they're writing her bio on the website and they say interesting facts, eats live insects. Alex? Yeah, what would you say?
I know. Do you know the really slow animal that's like? That
Yeah,
has a
like kind
shell?
of.
Huh?
A sloth?
Like has a shell. I don't know how it's called in English.
It's
No. It's like it doesn't have.
no. It comes out when it's rain.
Yeah. No.
Maybe?
Is it? Is it?
Can
Yeah,
I
go, snail. Hey, you ever watch SpongeBob, like Gary the snail?
Oh, exactly.
It's a snail, it's a snail.
I think that's.
How do you say a snail in your language?
Ochluf.
Do you want in Georgian?
No, I'm not doing it in Georgian. I'll do it in Portuguese and Bulgarian, I'm not doing it.
It's easy.
Say it.
It's locoquina.
How is
Locoquina.
that easy?
No, it's a k.
Locoquina.
If I were to say that in Spanish, people would probably think I'm talking about cocaine. I think for me, the weirdest thing I've ever eaten, I went to South Africa in 2006, and we had ostrich neck.
A what?
I don't even know what it is.
An ostrich? Like the tall bird that runs fast, he has a long neck.
Oh no! Wow.
Yeah, in
okay,
English is
uh-huh.
ostrich. We had the neck.
Oh,
Just
just
the
the
neck.
neck.
Honestly, here's the thing. No. Here's the thing about Africa. When you go to Africa and you have like dinner or whatever, they serve everything in the dark. And now I understand why. So they don't know what you don't see what you're eating. Yeah, but I wouldn't voluntarily go to like dark dining. Like, if I were to voluntarily go to dark dining, like I would think this is very shady and I'm about to be kidnapped.
It does make sense.
So yeah, even the ketchup, like here, like you know, the ketchup bottles like Heinz ketchup. They gave me ketchup, and I was a kid, like it was 2006. So like I'm here having like ostrich neck and like they brought fries and I'm putting in the ketchup and I'm like, I told my mom, this is not Heinz ketchup. And we're like, well, yeah, we're also not in America, so.
But it wasn't good.
I would say it was like chicken, but
Isn't it chicken though?
yeah.
Do you know what happened? We made a little bird cannibal.
Oh my God.
The chicken,
no.
the parrot.
Oh my
We
God,
gave-
yeah.
we found-
I saw it was on top of one of your car it was just a parrot. Sometimes I look at your Instagram stories, I'm like, what are they doing?
If you saw what we do in the apartment, like yesterday we were dancing for no reason.
Yeah. They were celebrating something. I was like, I'm
And we
doing
don't
my
even know.
homework. Move.
Also, here in Miami, you can get, I guess you can say it's weird, but crocodile, you can have crocodile. It's like chicken.
I would
Yeah, it
like
was
to
like
to
chicken.
try it.
A crocodile.
It is good. It's good.
Yeah.
I would like to try.
Let's go.
I mean, yeah.
It's like chicken, but a little bit more rough.
Not really. It's not.
It's not.
We should go.
You're gonna have to go to the Everglades, though. Okay. There's a part of Miami that's called the Everglades. Yes. No one here, like even people like me that were born in Miami, like no one really like cares to go out there, but it's actually really cool. It's like saying the Amazon in Brazil, and it's just like a whole. So like Miami. Okay, I have to explain all this. In Miami, it's like we're on the southeast part of Florida. Everything to the left is all like, let's say, the Amazon. It's just like the Everglades, and there's like crocodiles, panthers. Yeah, all that stuff. So out there is where you'll find crocodile, because there's like little restaurants like like around the way, and that's where they save crocodile.
Okay, let's go.
And they
to some
hunt.
safe place, please.
Yeah,
remember
I
when
wouldn't
told-
go. I wouldn't go at night, and I definitely wouldn't go alone.
When I told my mom that I was going to Miami, she was like, "You gotta be careful with the crocodile." I was like, "Mom, come on."
I wouldn't go alone. There's an Indian tribe also that has like their land is a piece of the Everglades, and this is a true story. I was driving through the highway. There's a highway that cuts through the Everglades, and it was nighttime. There's no lights, and here just driving, and literally I saw an Indian in full like tribal costume, like on the side of the road. That was the last time I ever drove to that road at night.
I
mean,
think
why
we
is
should
it
not go
scary,
just
though?
the
Yeah,
two.
Because like everything
Restaurants.
looks the same, and if you don't know where you're going and you just keep on going for hours, there's gonna be a certain point where you're gonna look around and everything looks the same, and you're gonna be like, I don't know how to get back. So that's why you don't go out there at night. Okay, this is a good one. This is gonna be a good one. Out of you three, which one's the better volleyball player?
Yeah.
They are setters.
Anna.
If I was a little bit
appreciate
taller,
it.
probably me as a hitter, I would be an amazing hitter. But, you know,
If I had to play against you guys, I could probably, if I knew volleyball, I could probably play against you. You maybe. You hell no. I would be terrified to be behind. I've seen the way that you have spiked the ball sometimes. I feel like some of those girls that you have spiked the ball at are gonna have to go through like some plastic surgery to their face got rearranged after you hit the ball. And it's so bad. It's so bad. If you could go back to any time period, which time period would it be?
I feel like I'm okay in this time period.
Really?
I mean,
it
not
is
really.
way better.
Not really.
This time period.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Hey, do you know what it was like to be a woman before?
yeah.
This is true. This is true. I'll give you that.
I think Anna would be going to the 80s.
Why?
I don't
Because of
know.
my outfit.
Yeah, sometimes. I don't know.
The 20s and the 30s in the United States, I think it was pretty fun after the World War I.
That's what I was gonna say. That's mine. I feel like the greatest generation of Americans was World War II. After that, slightly gone downhill a little bit.
Yeah. I don't feel we're living the best one, but I don't know where would I go, honestly.
So you say World War II era?
If I'm in America, before. Yeah, but before the World, like after World War One. If I'm in Bulgaria, just now it's fine. I would not go back. The history was bad.
Yeah, in Brazil either.
In Georgia, the 12th century, because
Well,
we had a
yeah,
king who was queen.
Yeah.
I mean, who was female. It was the first time.
In the king, there was a queen.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay,
Georgia
so it was
has
a
a
queen.
really big history.
In Georgia,
and good.
it was like first time, and it was gold era of my country. So
I mean, imagine it's 12th century, a woman.
Yeah, but when you have a king, a woman.
A
Exactly.
queen.
No,
Yeah.
it's called King Tamar.
Oh, so they didn't even give her
Yes,
the title queen.
exactly.
No, she was queen. That's why I don't know. She was amazing.
I'm still trying to understand. So it was a king that was a queen, but they didn't give her the title of queen. They just kept it king.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it
And
was
you're
12th century.
Yeah, and woman couldn't do anything.
Okay. So then you're gonna stay with this.
Yeah,
So boring. First a dog, and then now.
like a dog, you know, I have to keep the same path.
Well, girls, thank you. I appreciate your time for being here in the shop. I'm definitely gonna continue. Well, you have one more you, but for the both of you, we're gonna miss you a lot. And well, you, we don't know, but you, yes, we're gonna miss you. We're gonna miss you a lot, and we're definitely gonna be watching all of your careers closely. I know I will, and we're gonna put your social media handles on the video so everyone can follow your careers as well. But that was another episode of Barbershop Talk. We'll see you guys for the next one.